Yeah, love and light. You don't know this is Lila Ike. And we're repping for the greatest channel, a channel of love. This is a reggae music show. Tune in, lock in, and know good music always. Cause true love conquers all things. This is a reggae music show. You know.
All your recordings over the years, you've had many a hit record.
Yes.
Could you pick an ultimate favorite out of all your catalogue?
You know, I like Beautiful Day still, when I look on the little image over and stuff. Because Beautiful Day is a Jamaican song. It's about 3:15, me and my baby are driving out to the country. Oh, isn't it lovely? As I drove along, I began to understand why I was really in love with this land, sweeter than honey. Gazing at the flowers as they bloom, spring, summer will be coming soon. I can't wait to see the moon tonight. For right now the sunset wants us to get a room. Easy breezy beautiful day. Easy breezy beautiful day. Isn't it lovely?
Wow. Yeah. One of my favorite, and I don't know if any, I heard someone scream it out in the jazz cafe.
Yes.
Someone bought up and said, "Ask my granny."
Yes.
Ask my granny. Yes. Who knows that song? Ask my granny. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, man. You know friendship ask, you know hardship ask my granny. Work and she tile and she never get a penny. IMF money share up and she never get any. But she still a growing good. I'm thinking of a place. We suffer the hardest war. No sight of the harvest. We still find ways to survive. Walk this place. We suffer the hardest war. No sight of the harvest. Still find ways.
Wow. You're still finding ways to this very day of surviving.
Yes.
Which brings us full circle back to Jazz Cafe now.
Yes.
Where you were talking about your past.
Yes.
And being open and honest. And it affected a lot of people that they heard your voice and heard the story, what you went through.
Yes.
You didn't let it affect you. You've kept going.
Yes.
You're still standing here in front of all these people.
Yeah.
Can you define that feeling?
Why? Rape and all nice thing. But that's why, you know, to those who know, it's not something that a lot of people survive either. A lot of people cope and they find ways to cope. But when my situation happened to me, right? I was about to come into the world as an artist as well. And so, me have to find myself fast. And remember now, that wasn't the only negative experience of rape that I experienced, but that was the ultimate. Because I'm a father that, but me never know. And did I hope to know. And do everything for me and I'll say, yes, I'm gonna have this in my life. Nobody can style me now because I have this man away. Unconditionally, me can't go tell anything. And I did started telling him stuff too, you know what I mean? But then, I guess when you're choosing to be, you know, I use the word martyr, because most of the martyr did. When you're choosing to be a survivor and to be someone with a live to tell the tale, I decided that I never did want to go in a rehab, and I never did want to do no counseling. And because I noticed when I was looking around for that kind of help, all of the people that was doing counseling and was getting counseling and stuff, it wasn't clearing them. It wasn't making them any better. It was turning them into other things. And I didn't want to be that person. So I decided I was going to do the ultimate thing, which was to do it cold turkey. For those who know that terminology, is when the drug addict going at the rehab center, and then besides they're not putting no medication in them for them to talk. They're going to make them toss and turn and ball and feel pain. And so that's what I did. I did it cold turkey by not blaming. I used to blame myself. I said to myself, if I had left that night when I said I was going to leave, then maybe that wouldn't happen. And it was not right for me to continue to say, because I was justifying what I was giving him justification because he told me to stay. I said I was leaving. He said it was too late. Stay. That was my father telling me that. I heard my father's being caring for me. I could not tell myself that in the hours of the night this would creep up on me. So that night I died in that situation, in that moment. I literally gave up. I was like, all right, so this is my life then. So this is what my thing is gonna look like. Like, all right, so I'm not gonna be happy then. I'm not gonna be okay. I'm just gonna be moving through the earth and pretending to be smiling, and it wasn't coming from anywhere. And through the process of time, you hear it in songs. All my songs, it came out in all of them because I decided that I was going to use music as my medicine, and I was going to not just fall prey and fall victim, but every time I spoke on anything that has to do with abuse or anything along that negative line, I would always leave a message of hope, a message of coming over, a message of being focused, staying true to who you are. You weren't born to be raped, but you were born to come on a life journey that these things will happen on. And I told myself that I was not the things that happened to me, and I was not going to look like the things that was happening to me either. Yes. And that is why at 49 years old, I can sit on a stage right here. So now, I couldn't talk about this one time. I didn't know how. Because again, it was the person, it was the kind of person that did it as well. So I was thinking about them too, and about what was gonna happen to their names too. You know what I mean? So I was putting everything and everyone above my true pain that I was experiencing. And I am happy that I did that, because at the end of the day, my selflessness is what the Creator saw and gave me the strength and the will and the courage to continue on that part of saying self-clearance, self-love again, loving yourself, telling yourself that this is not your fault, telling yourself that you did not allow this to happen to you. It happened. Those things are the medicines that helped me along the way.
Wow. Please make some noise. How you mean? Real honest and real open. You've worked with many a top producer.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Many. Could you say you could name your favorite top 3?
Alright, so Tony Rebel first, you know? I said he definitely enjoying him after. So Tony Rebel first, because he got me with all of that. You know? So it was the hardest job for him. He has recordings with me. Like before, I wasn't even aware that I said it. But one day he played something that I said in the studio, and it was me saying, "Boy, I don't know, I'm just dead." And I didn't hear myself say it. Because he was in the studio trying to get me to sing a line, and I wasn't catching the line. I was just giving up all over the place, you know what I mean? And so, to give him credit, he started to show me that it's either you want it or you don't. And he started to treat me very harshly as a teacher, but it was the kind of harshness that I needed, because then it helped me to go deeper. And then came Donovan Jermaine after that, who was his tutor as well, so the rigidness did not ease up. It was just more from an outside point of view, because Jermaine was very strict on how he was recording even the Below the Waist and all of these songs. You know, these producers, they were doing it for the love of it, you know what I mean? And then when I had the opportunity to work with a Clive Hunt again, that was also another special moment, because you know the Clive Hunt film thing, Terrible, I'm Here, and you know, and stuff like that.
That's a legendary producer.
Oh yes.
You also got a tune that you covered, Nina Simone's classic.
Oh yeah.
Talk to me about that, because
yeah,
that song, when I remember getting that song, I was like, yo, some people can cover a song, but you own that song.
Yes.
Tell us a story about how you got that bringing for that song.
So, big up yourself anyway, and then Stephen Marley. See? Because Stephen Marley reached out to me and he's like, Queen, I'm doing an album, all female, tribute to Nina Simone, and I'd love to have you on it. I'm like, don't even say another word, Stephen, I'm there. See? However though, it was a case where he has a portion of Nina songs and then you choose, you know, which one. So he was going to be on it as well, so he chose that song, For Woman, because it's his favorite Nina. So I was like, but that's my favorite Nina, and so he decided that, all right, you go ahead and do it. And so flew up to Florida, you know, went to his studio. That again was like, I cheated because I was like, yeah, his Baba produced me, you know. Like, you know, it felt like I was in the presence of this Bob Marley here, you know, because he was so intent and he was so intense in the way he was producing it, and that's so I actually was reading while I was writing that, while I was singing that song, you know. But it was the way I loved it because I identify with all four of those women in that song. I personally identify with them in the lessons and the stories that were told. So yeah, man, I saw me end up biased that 4-woman song, man.
It's one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Do we a cappella? Oh, come on.
My skin is black. My arms are long. My hair is woolly. My back is strong, strong enough to take the pain, inflicted again and again. What do they call me? My name is on Sarah.
Make some noise, man. Hear me. Impromptu a cappella. My goodness. I'm out for let's get some questions from the audience. Hear me? Let's lighten the mood right now.
I mean, you can ask me anything.
Yeah, what she said, you can ask anything. All right. What's your name?
Sister Mel.
Yes, sister.
Greetings, everyone.
Yes, thank you. No,
right. I was there on Sunday. You were absolutely sensational.
Thank you, love.
So, on behalf of the Black members of the RMT Union,
yes,
we would like to officially invite you to our reparations conference on the 23rd of August next month.
Okay.
Yeah, we respect your activism so much because Rastafari is never usually represented.
True.
So at first I was going to ask what your demand to reparations were, but I think there's a more important topic in here. For some of us as parents in this country, we become prey to the system when it comes to our children, you know, social services, right? I don't know if you understand the system or you've heard anything about it. We try to instruct our children, we try to direct our children, and the teachers, the system comes after us and tries to take away our children. Would you say that we should try to fight it, or we should just return home?
Where is home? Africa?
Africa, Jamaica.
Well, alright, so first of all, I could say in a them country, but they're not a country. That's the truth. And when I said them, I mean these oppressors, you know, they're capturers. And they come along, they capture your place, they capture your culture, they capture who you are, and then they tell you who to be. And it's because of us facilitating it for so long, why it has lasted for so long. It's because of the lack of unity in the vice of the black race, why they continue to oppress us for so long. So in your case, it is a small circle, and a small circle can do so much and no more. But if it is that you truly believe in freedom, nothing should stop you from being free, no matter where you're there. No system, nothing stop you from being free, no matter where you are. So what I would first encourage you to do is to continue to teach the children the ways that you know, because that's you, they came from you, that's your culture. All the other nations, because we don't preach racism, we preach self first and race first, like everyone else is doing. All of them are enforcing their cultures and their beliefs and what they think should be. That should not stop you from teaching your child who they were supposed to be, who they are supposed to be. And if you feel like at the end of the day you're not getting anywhere, what are you holding on to here anyway? When you have a home, you have a home, and home is where the art is. So I just say fuck it and go home, of course. Yeah.
Thank you. And can you please big up to my mom? Mommy!
Mommy! That is it.
There she is.
Yes, man. Because we can't continue to ask these people to make us stay in their world when we have a world for ourselves. You know what I mean? So we have to know as a people who of us what the unity are going to mean for us.
Alright.
Greetings, my name is Akiva. Just want to know what are some of the things that you do to balance your well-being as a warrior, present so actively in real life and in social media? What are some of the things you share with people so that they can be strong in themselves? Thank you.
You're welcome. And congratulations. So again, you know, babes, you are what you eat. And if you allow a system to feed you, they're going to feed you what they want. And so we try to look at what health really means, because health starts in your mind. Or what you think about becomes a thought, and the thought then becomes the action. So it starts from what you're thinking about. So yes, them have all the fake foods and the fake doctrines pushing at you, and it's gonna come into your psyche. But when it gets there, what you will do with it will make the difference. And so that's how we pay attention. So when we did start to the KFC ad and the pretty food ad, them I put up all about over the place, we didn't know say it was a time for red flag. And so we know that they did not love us when they saw us as slaves, but now they're gonna love us by giving us all these nice food to eat and all these nice things to drink, and we now are supposed to eat it and think that, oh yeah man, the advertisement look good, so they must have good intentions for us. No. That's the garbage in the pretty paper. So we stay away from the food that they give us to eat, and we have the patience and go search for the people them down the market. We have the real food them, the real callaloo with the red stock. And I'm going to say it now, you guys in the diaspora, they send a lot of the better stuff out here too. So sometimes you just have to walk around and find the places. Sometimes it's hard, but you have to think about what you're doing for yourself, in opposed to the shortcut that you're going to take that is going to have you even worse off for it. And then where my mental is concerned now, I don't let no one in my heavens, because at the end of the day, if I can't control my mind, then you surely are going to control it for me. And if you see now today, that's what's happening. Everyone's minds is being controlled by this little gadget here with their phone. See it? Every day you get on the phone. You know what I mean? Like you get so fidgety, and it's because of how they are using the influence and the influencers that you like, people that present themselves in the likeness that resonates with you. Like you see someone on the phone and you're saying, I like how this person look, let me see, and then by the time you start seeing our grave, you end up in a, because it was all a facade. So it's about, I just say, it's about a keen observance. And the most important observant is the one where you pay to yourself from a day-to-day basis, how you deal with the negatives. Because we all like to feel good, we all like to be okay, but then it's how we deal with the bad times is what makes us the bosses. It's when the real dirty times come. It's that time now when we draw closest to God. The true and living creator matters not who you conceive that creator to be. That should be the pillow that you stand on, that you lean on. That's your reference, that's your go-to. That's the first go-to, and then everything else falls into place. So but trust me, because I've done it, I know that is a process that works.
Alright.
Yeah, man.
Anybody else got a question for Queen Ifrica? Well, I'll go over this. Let's stay over this side.
Yeah.
Greetings, everybody. Mitzi June here.
Mitzi.
So, are you looking forward to Reggae Land?
Alright, mommy.
Yeah, you looking forward to Reggae Land?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But glad to hear you bring the sunshine coming up.
Cool, man.
You were rain last week, innit?
Yeah, man.
Bless up yourself. One love.
Love you, sis. What you mean? Anybody else with any gift?
Vinci, You notice though, they don't come with no long and they ain't bring nothing for me. But you ain't bring nothing for me. I don't live here.
There.
I live a foreign.
Oh, a sister over there was putting up her hand.
Who put up their hand?
Greetings, Queen.
Yes, my goodness.
It's not really a question, but I just want to pick you up because I follow you on Instagram.
Thank you.
And everything that you said about Jamaica, it's true.
Thank you.
With regards to the KFC, the drinking, just the general state of the mind of the people.
Yes.
So with all of your work and your preaching and your edification of the people, don't stop.
Thank you so much.
Because I know with one of the longest live that you did, you said, see me, me look alright. And then after you did that, you said you got holy per death threats.
Until now, I'm still getting them now. I'm still getting them
I'm
now.
not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Real death threat too, and I'm not joke thing. I just threw a call and I'm buck like not joke about it, man. If you know we're living far away, I mean, come on, if you're not got dead for nothing, are we ready?
I just want to let you know, keep the fire blazing.
Thank you.
And keep educating the people and don't stop because you've got Jah on your side.
Thank you.
And you know, love.
Thank you.
You know, Queen?
Yes, I.
All right then.
Yes, I. Thank you so much.
Alright, well, I'm going to come back to this side. I have to go over this side. Be a woman to talk and one gentleman want to talk. Hold on, man. Patience. Hold on. Patience, man.
Greetings, greetings, family. Greetings, greetings. Greetings, my name is Culture Mark.
Yes, Culture.
And my beautiful sister, we met a few years back at Rotterdam, but first and foremost, I would like to apologize for shouting out, "Ask me granny."
Oh, that was you.
That was me, but thank you so much for singing it because, yeah, one of my favorite tunes there.
Thank you.
Me just forward about 10 minutes. I don't know if you've answered this question already, but the question is, you mentioned that you have been crowned Queen of the Maroons. That is such a good thing for my art. Round of applause, what do you mean? What's that? The question is for you, my sister. What, without giving away tactics and how you are going to do the thing, what Jamaica do you want to see at the end or during the journey, and what can we in the diaspora do to help you to achieve that?
Yes. Yeah? Good question. So the Jamaica that I want to see at the end of it all is the one that was the blueprint. The return to the blueprint, that one colony, that first democracy where people coexisted alongside each other in love and unity. It was a real thing. That IRE, that one love, it was the core of who we were as a people. So what they did, they scattered us out all over the place. And so they took away the core of the island, outside of the island. And so now most of the core of the island is in the diaspora. So what the diaspora need to do now is to unite from where you are. Because it is that unity from where you are that will facilitate the reality on the grounds down there. Because they're creating a new Jamaica, as our big Prime Minister said, because I can say it without no apology to him. He's creating a new Jamaica that has nothing to do with the values and the core of what Jamaica is. He's facilitating the enemies of Jamaica. And so the people that are on the ground there are his supporters and their supporters. And that is why you're not seeing any resistance on the ground really much down there. But there's a silent majority there still that is looking on, that is paying attention and is waiting to see what the what next is going to be. So the what next is the next election that's coming up. It's the republic that they're trying to force down everyone's throat. It's the reconstitution. It's them reshaping our reconstitutions behind our backs. We have no input, no knowledge. They're just changing things, signing off stuff and all of that. So what we did with the cotton tree was to kind of put a lien on them, and that's why you see them running up and down all over the place, because the truth about the cotton tree is the real truth about the Jamaica. It's the truth that they have been hiding. It's the part that they don't want the regular, the populace to be aware of, that there was a true unity there, and it is a foundation that the populace is waiting to see come back. But it's the strategy now that we found, because you have to go back to the roots of the tree to water it, and that's what we did. And so now that the watering has begun, we are now seeing, because we are holding, they want a bloodshed out of Jamaica, you know? They want a civil unrest out of Jamaica that will facilitate this new world order and this World War III idea to cleanse the earth and have the people that they would choose. And without the input of Jamaica in that, it is not going to be possible. So all of these events that you see happening, a lot of these incidents of killings as well, are staged events. They are not just normal events of people happening. These are planned events. But because it is so easy to sacrifice the black populace of Jamaica, they can pick a little child coming from school, cut her throat, and hope that it will cause a reaction from the public. But they did not get that. And so the people now are saying to them that none of these strategies have worked. So what do you have next? Because we are not going to allow this republic until you revisit what's happening in our inner cities and in our rural communities and in Jamaica by extension, where crime and violence is concerned. No one is addressing that, because that's the machine that's feeding their new Jamaica that they're building. So that's the eyes that we're looking on at them with, and that's why we're taking this type of approach to say to the ones who have the powers in the form of the Accompong Maroons, in the form of the other players, to say, stop being loyal to the system now and bring it back to the people. Let's all come together and tell the true people of Jamaica that they were free and is still free, and those who were brought there and were enslaved got freedom from as early as 1738.
We have 3 questions left.
Okay.
Because we want, I forgot to give them a thing. I forgot to read it. I forgot to give them a thing and then take some picture with the fans and everything. You know? Right? We have 3 questions left. I know who I'm going to, so I don't want nobody bad. You see you already?
No.
1, 2. Alright?
My favorite. Yes.
We share a daughter. We met 10 years ago. We met 10 years ago, and you said, I'm a daughter of your man.
Yes. I looked at the face when I saw her, and you know, I was like, yeah,
you kept your word.
Yes.
I have come with a message, not only of thanks, but to you, as someone who also receives death threats on a daily basis. Every day, the media come to my house, they hand deliver, they threaten to rape them, all these things you don't put out. If you don't know already, I am the woman that entered the palace on behalf of, yes. So we are sisters already. But I want to say to you, we run the sister space here. It is a space for Black, African and Caribbean heritage women and girls affected by domestic and sexual abuse. And we see what is happening when you speak. And I want you to know, I give you my word as a sister that met you 10 years ago, that should you call me, should you call us, I will be there. Do you understand? Sister, you feel me. I give thanks.
Thank you so much. Greetings, lovely guys.
What books have inspired you, and do you have a favorite?
Alright, so I'm gonna say, Marine is not like a bookworm, but when I come across books, one of the ones that I encourage people to read is one called Word Magic. Yes. Because what word magic is breaking down for everyone is how the dark forces could do what they did at the Olympics because of how they use words to govern us. It's words that govern the world. It's words and numbers that govern the world. So I would suggest that I take a look in at a word magic book there, and I would be amazed. Yes, because it's about freedom, you know. Because I don't like, I use books as reference, and them say if you want to hide something from black people, you put it in a book and them thing there. There's a reason why they say it, you know. So because they don't want us to really look around a lot, because our history was really and truly hidden in some of those books still. But over the time, I did just want to keep my channel clear and make sure so the uploads when we get mostly come from the universe. That's what I say, and I read that book that I read the best. Yes, I.
Greetings.
Blessed.
And I give thanks for your words, Simon Power.
Give eyes, yes.
But I'm still intrigued.
Yes.
By you said that the music chose the eye.
Yes.
So what was that feeling? Because for each and every one of us here, we have to know.
Yes.
You know, it's not to believe, it's to know.
To know.
And when the eye knows, then you move forward.
Yes.
In your integrity.
Yes.
So what was it? How did that feel? And how, for I, because in this country, we know that the matrix that them play keeps us away from self.
Yes.
And I's heart, if we listen to our heart, we know that we will know.
Yes.
But if you could share with I, you know, what
Yes.
is it to know?
The greatest is to know, man. The greatest is to know. And how I know that music really chose me, like, from as a child, you know? You're singing and you sweep in the yard, and you know, people say, you know, you sound good and thing, and but you're like, alright, whatever. And it has always been my history. Like, I'd go to a show with friends, and I'd be there just enjoying myself in the show and everything, and then you hear, welcome on stage, Queen Ifrica. I'm like, who did that now? You know what I mean? I was pushed towards stage. And but because of my bravery and, you know, I have a little voice when me open my mouth and stuff, it became noticeable to even myself that is something that I need to look into, because if you notice, I always say on stage that I'm a revolutionist who use music as a tool, because I think music is the greatest gun for fire. And it gives you the kind of, when you bust a one song out and a gun there, it registers where it's supposed to go. And so that is why I'm so humbled to be a part of this music family, because singers and players of instrument, my springs are in thee, and we the truth supposed to come up. Lucifer was the son of the man, and you know, to sing for God a man in time till he decide say he want to be God too. You understand what I'm saying? So when we who get the instrument and can remember where we get the instrument from, our talent is a gift from God. What we do with it is our gift back to the Creator. And so those are what I constantly keep in the headspace of my personal being whenever it comes to a microphone, a track, an audience. It's not about me anymore. It's not about what I could have been. I have nice legs, clean, sexy body. I could have come out in a battery ride and shake it all out till a morning, but we choose to stand with what the real representation of music meant. And that was to be soul to soul. I say music makes your blood dance. Music is the only thing that makes your blood dance. And so that's why I want to be one of those that make your blood dance. You see what I say? Yeah, so I guess so. Yeah, man.
I tell you what, we're going to have to close up the questions because time's moving. I know there's a lot more questions to be asked, but the time is moving. And at the end of the day, you want to see us sing two songs, right?